Alright, brothers, Shalom.
Shalom.
Today's Wakama Kaposh.
I'm off
I want to start by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Makar Kodash. Double honors unto the elders, the apostles of GMS, and honors that to the brethren on the highways, byways, teaching the truth in all sincerity. Okay, I was going to say back with another lesson, but I don't actually have one typically in mind. So it's probably just be various topics, varying degrees in that, man. But there's a lot of things going on right now. Brothers are keeping the eyes on. We see this kingdom all falling apart around us. The mark of the beast, the RFID chip is ever more prevalent in the news and in the world. Okay, World War III, inching ever closer, man, and this whole collapse thing. So there's a lot of things to watch on, man. I see Trump's doing a good job in office in fulfilling prophecy. Okay, to the dismay of most people, but we love that shit, man. We look forward to him fucking up some shit. Because he's just gonna bring the prophecies to a head. And that's what we want, man. We want this place to fall apart. We want it to be destroyed. Okay, so hey, Trump's doing well. The Lord's moving him to do that shit that prophecy describes, man. You got RFID chips. A new article here in the UK. Employers looking to RFID chip employees.
Yeah.
Okay. I heard rumors about that before with other companies here in the UK, but it's becoming an actual talking point now with certain financial districts and what they call that high risk security data and shit. Okay, so the mark of the beast is here, man. It's here, and it's gonna be brought out more and more as time goes on, man. Okay, actually, you might as well get that revelation. Read that, because like I said, that that's the next main part of prophecy. Okay, that we all should be watching out for. Okay, yeah, the World War III is coming, and their Lord and that kind of stuff. But the mark of the beast, that's gonna be there, prior to the end of America, man. Before the war goes super nuclear, man. Okay. Go on, then, read that up.
This is Revelations 13 and 16. It says, "And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads." Okay, so
like I said, we have to bear in mind the man who is doing this, man, is a carnal man. So his mark is of a carnal nature. Okay, and it's coming in the form of this RFID chip, man. Because for him to establish his new world order, he has to have that control. Okay, and the RFID chip, as well as other infrastructure that's being created, okay, is going to help him do that. Okay, but when it comes to the mark that you're going to receive, is going to be the RFID chip to link you in. We all talk about the Internet of Things, the Wi-Fi's, the 5Gs and shit, man. That is all purposed around this chip and controlling the populations, man, and monitoring the population. Okay, and like I said, it's becoming more and more evident that that's the case. Okay, like we keep getting on Nate for his fucking his ignorance or his lies, because I can't believe the guy is ignorant. He knows. Okay, but he's telling his congregation that that the mark of the beast is not the RFID chip. What does he actually teach, man? It's is it him that teaches Christianity? Something like that. Anyway, whatever it is he's teaching, it's not the right. Okay, he ain't teaching it's the mark of the RFID chip. Okay, he's trying to convince you that RFID is just for tracking.
In which these guys go quiet on those things. Those guys are really just out there for vainglory. They're really just trying to say, the law. They ain't really about prophecy the way GreatMillStone's about this prophecy, man, and especially the truth. of what the prophecies say.
That's the thing, man. You know, and that's why they got, you know, they're gonna be they are hypocrites, man, because they can talk all that good shit, okay, but none of them are keeping the law to the fullest extent. Okay, it's not possible. Okay, so if that's what you want to defend, you know, you defend yourself with, you ain't gonna be able to use that as defense in that day, man. The Lord ain't gonna buy that. Okay, because you like something called faith. Okay, which is something else I wanted to touch upon, man. You know, but like I said, the RFID chip, man, it's a physical mark that Esau is implanting around the whole world, whether you great or small, rich or poor, free or bond. Okay, it's in the prison systems. Okay, and you know there's going to be scenarios where he's going to implement that in certain places before he forces everyone to take it. Just like with this employee thing, okay, it's going to be a thing that they are going to try and make employees take that chip, man. Not everybody's going to take that chip. They're not being forced to take it, but certain high positions are going to be say, look, well, you have to take the chip, or you can't fulfill this position no more. Yeah. You know, but other employees are not so important, so it's not that big a deal. So, but the article that I was reading, because even if you get 10% of the employees to get the chip in the company, man, it's still a significant amount of people that's got it now. And over the process of time, people are going to be like, oh, it ain't that bad, you know, and then other people are going to jump on the boat because they're going to feel more comfortable with the idea of it. Okay, that is how Esau does things. He does things in small increments, man.
Yeah.
Okay, and it goes under the radar a lot of the time, and before you know it, bam, you're in a situation you can't get the fuck out of, man. Okay. So yeah, so that's going on right now. Okay, the mark of the beast. Okay, and at the same time, we're concentrating on that spiritual mark of the Lord, man. Okay, trying to be sealed.
Well, there's a big issue with security issues right now, man. All right, worldwide with all this immigration and so forth. And they could easily say, okay, well, you know, just like when the passports during the World War were implemented, well, World War III is around the corner, and one of the most efficient ways of identifying a potential terrorist or who someone is, a civilian, is by way of the RFID chip, all right, where you can't pretend to be something you're not, because it's always carried around with you. You know, and it's underneath your skin. I mean,
you know, for those that have been to an airport and shit, right? You know how long the queues used to be, okay? In comparison to now. I mean, they're still, you know, they're still fairly long, but they're nothing compared to what they were before, where you manually checking passports and faces and looking up and down and asking questions and shit. And okay, now with the electronic passports that got RFID chips in them, okay, now you just scan them. Okay, and you got cameras around, you know, scanning your face and shit. The process is a lot quicker. Okay, but if you could get rid of that also, okay, because problem with the passport, anyone could take that and have that and whatever. When that chip is in you now, all you have to do is get scanned. Oh, okay, oh, that's you. Okay, go ahead. You know, and that is the way technology's been moving, and the way, you know, Esau's been trying to get people to go the route of, man. Okay, Esau's forcing everybody into this technological age. Okay, the old people are not on board with that. Really, are the old generation that not really into that shit, computers and phones and internet, and they don't really know nothing about online banking. They don't really trying. They like going to the post office. They like going to the bank and shit. You know, gives them exercise and shit, innit? You know, but everybody else is being pushed down this technological route, man. Okay, so yeah, man. But like I said, man, you know, men of the Lord, we're concentrating on that spiritual mark, because we know what's happening with these people, and they're gonna take the chip. Okay, but for us, we're trying to be saved, man. Okay, so we know to stay the fuck away from that. Okay, and concentrate on serving the Lord, man. Okay, what do they call that? Making your calling and election sure. I'll just get that. It's 2 Peter 1 and 10. Okay, then that's what we're on. Okay, so you know, the rest of the world are on their gadgets and shit. Oh, look at me, I've got a chip, I can open my door, I can buy this, I can buy that with my fucking RFID chip in my hand. Okay, because like I say, it's a growing industry, a massive industry that's growing. okay, and more people are taking that chip, okay, and this is being sold to them. At the moment, it's being sold to people, okay, but there's gonna come a time where it ain't gonna be sold to you no more. You're gonna have to take it. Okay, you're gonna be forced to take that chip. Okay, that's when things are really gonna start getting peak. Okay, you got that up.
2 Peter, 1 Peter.
2 Peter 1 and 10.
Yeah, man, because everything's gonna be on a mass scale, you know, where, you know, right now they're implementing the RFID chip on you know, on a little scale, but as according to prophecy, both rich and poor, small and great, are gonna have to accept that chip. So from a small scale, it's gonna be quite a quick thing, where it's gonna be mandatory. Everybody's gonna get it, so it's gonna be something that's quick. You know, you're not really gonna have time to think about it or to prepare yourself.
Okay, and like I mentioned at camp, man. Okay, everything is piecing together, man. Like in concentration camps are ready to take people, man. Okay, and that's the decision you're gonna have to make while you're there. Okay, you want to survive, you want to eat and whatever, man. You won't have to take a chip, or your ass is going on a guillotine. You know, because you know females buying RFID chips, okay, for their uses. You know what they're about. Okay, so once you're in the concentration camps, man, they bought hollow tip bullets not so long, a little while back. You know, Homeland Security bought hollow tip bullets. Okay, you got the mobile graves, mass graves that they've been stocking up on.
Yeah.
Okay, so like I said, the arrows all point to this, man. There is no other breakdown of this scripture. Okay, the RFID chip is the mark of the beast, man, and there's no getting around it. I don't care what you say it is, man, because all you flunkies out there, man, they ain't got a damn clue what the hell you're talking about. Okay, because you come up with some ridiculous things, man. Okay.
Yeah. So it was 2 Peter's.
Yeah, can't.
And verse in chapter
1 and 10.
1 and 10. Salakia. This is 2 Peter's chapter 1 verse 10. Wherefore, the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure. For if ye do these things, ye shall never fall.
Okay, so that's what we're about right now. Okay, that's why we out here teaching. That's why we're doing this video. That's why we're warning the masses, our people, okay, of the things to come, man. We're prophesying. Okay, this is year of prophecy, right? And prophecy is coming to pass. Okay, so prophecy is always relevant. Well, yeah, relevant. Okay, always to be spoken about. That's what the prophets did. Okay, but the majority of people are not focused on that. Okay, like I said, they'll focus on some other bullshit, man. They're the ones that are gonna get caught up in that snare. Okay.
Do more now?
No, that was it. You got something?
Yeah. Something in Romans.
So yeah, we got that going on, man. And brothers, like I said, you know, brothers are watching out for that. Should be watching out for that. Okay, that's the next big thing. Okay, that we ought to teach about, man. Okay, so the news with the Russians and, you know, the USA and China. Okay, that stuff's going on too. Okay, we don't forget about that. But the mark of the beast, that's our next stop in terms of prophecy, man. Okay.
This is Romans 1 and 17. For therein is the righteousness of God revealed from faith to faith, as it is written, the just shall live by faith.
Alright, okay, so the just are living by faith, man. Okay, we don't go by anything else, really. Okay, everything that we work towards, man, we do it all in faith, man. Okay, some people believe it's, you know, according to the law. Some people believe it's just love, you know, live by love, and then love conquers all kind of bullshit, man. Like these wacky tacky Christians, man. Okay, but the just shall live by faith. Faith in what? faith in these scriptures, faith in Yahweh Shai, faith in the Heavenly Father. Okay, that is what we believe in, man. And there's nothing that anyone's gonna say to deter us from our mission, man. Okay, because like I said, you're gonna be faced with these things that are gonna come to pass, man. Okay, we're coming into the time of Jacob's trouble, right? Okay, so the only thing that's gonna get you through that is faith. Okay, Scripture also tells you wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time. Okay, so but we receive that in faith. When you're not sure about what it is that you're reading, and you're not sure what the breakdown is or what it's talking about, you're going to be in doubt. You're going to be in fear. Okay, and don't get twisted. You know, it's going to be a tense time for all the brothers, man. But we're not going to be fearful. Okay, we're not going to be fearful. We are going to put our trust and faith in Yahweh Shai to protect us, man, and to guide us. Okay, through that straight and narrow, man. That will lead us to glory. Okay, that's what we do. That's what we put our faith in, man. You don't need nothing else to validate anything. Okay, this is our faith. This is what Apostle Kabal always talks about, this faith of ours, man. Because we are faith-based Israelites. But you can get me without faith. You know, it's not possible to please the Heavenly Father. You know. And the thing is with faith as well, because you believe in this thing, okay, you gonna have works to accompany you, man. Okay, you're gonna have, you know, treasures that you would have put up in heaven from your works. Okay, because you believed in this so much, you went out and did the bidding of the Lord. Okay, to fish for the elect, to put your own body, your own life on the line. Okay, risk and sacrificed everything. Okay, that you have to have faith to do those works, man. A lot of people don't want to do those things. They want to talk the good game of faith. They want to talk about it, but they don't do it. They don't go through that, man. They're not prepared to go through all that. Okay, that's why they just mask it up with love.
This is Hebrews 11. I'll read the definition in the first verse and I'll jump to the 6th. It says, Hebrews 11:1. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen.
Okay, so we don't have to see them to believe them. Okay, that is what faith is about. Not having seen something, but believing in it. Okay, a lot of people don't have that. People have to see things to believe them, and that is why the majority of people are gonna find that lost. Okay, you're gonna find that lost. Okay, when you're in chains. Okay, when the nukes are dropping. Okay, when the angels are tearing people's spines out. Okay, you're gonna find out then that you fucked up. Okay, but us men, we believe that and know that already. We know that. That's not something that is up for debate. We already know that. Okay, and Satan may do his best to cast doubt in your mind, man, but if you're of the elect, that doubt will never overcome you. Okay, if you're of the elect, that doubt will never overcome you, man. Okay, go on up.
It says, but with verse 6, but without faith it is impossible to please him, for he that cometh to God must believe that he is.
That's right.
And that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him.
Okay, so you know, some people make fun of the things that we believe. Okay, some make jokes out of us saying we're faith-based Israelites and stuff like that. But what other Israelite are you meant to be? What other type of Israelite is there really, or should there be really? Okay, there shouldn't be one Israelite that doesn't have faith. Okay, but unfortunately there are. Okay, and that's what we call the 2/3. Okay, so they can make fun, but at the end of the day, they're the ones that are gonna, you know, well, it's that saying, man, he who laughs first laughs last, or last, whatever how that saying goes, man, we're gonna get the final laugh on them. You know, they can take the piss now, Okay, the scripture says we are made a spectacle unto the world.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we understand that. So that's no big deal to us, man. You think you're one-upping us every time, man. Okay, but you know, we know that's not the truth. Okay, because you might be one-upping us right now, but you will take some 1,000 downs, man. You know, the biggest L's ever handed out in history, man. Okay, you got something?
Yeah, this is Philippians 3 and 8. Start from 7. It says, but what things were gained to me, those I counted loss for Yahushua. Yea, doubtless, and I count all things but loss for the excellency of the knowledge of Yahushua, my power, for whom I have suffered the loss of all things, and do count them but dung, that I may win Yahushua. So it's a completely different dynamic to the way of thinking that the people in this world have. All right, because their win is this feel good mentality. All right, they always got to feel good about something carnal, something physical, something that they can see and witness. All right, but what makes us feel good is that we're doing the right thing, man, seeking after righteousness the same way Yahushua was the example of righteousness and how to be upon the earth, man. All right, but it takes faith to continue in those things, man, to count all those things that the world counts as a win as loss. You know, like, it's nothing, man. It's nothing to sacrifice what we have now. This is rubbish, you know, and reality is rubbish. But these people hold it and hold this life as something in high regard, man. But the point I wanted to make is that you know, it takes faith to be able to cast off everything you knew in this world as gain, and count it for loss. And that's an example of that.
Yep. But we can get me Hebrews chapter 10 and 32.
Because you got a lot of guys that go back into the world because they really count this world for gain, you know.
Well, they think this is their time.
Mm-hmm.
This is their opportunity. This world is their opportunity to do something. Okay, the scripture tells you though, this is not our rest.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Jake has been deceived in believing in something that the Satan had developed to blind you, man. Having you chased after ghosts, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, because basically once you got them, they're gonna flee from you, man. It's gonna be like you never had them. You know, but Esau's got you chasing these things to keep you distracted from the truth. Okay, because you don't want to be poor. You don't want to be humble. You don't want to be that for the time being because you're sick of it right now. Which we understand. We're all sick of it, man. We're all sick of, you know, being down and out. But patience and faith, man. If you can only have that, if you can only, you know, have that in your being, man, you will receive something infinitely greater than this world is offering you, man. But Jake can't see past that. Jake don't have the faith. Jake don't have no patience. Okay, they call waiting 10 years patience. You know, prophets, disciples, they lived and died by this, man. Come back again, lived and died. You know, brothers here today have lived and died, waiting upon this, man. Okay, and we're gonna wait a bit more. Okay, we're gonna wait until the Lord comes, man. Okay, because it ain't far from hence, man. Okay, our salvation is nearer than when we believe, man. You can find that as well. You know,
this is Hebrews 10 and 32. But call to remembrance the former days in which, after ye were illuminated, ye endured a great fight of afflictions. Partly whilst ye were made a gazing stock both by reproaches and afflictions. Okay,
so we're made the reproach on the earth. That's part and parcel of what we do, what we are. Okay, but doing that shows you have faith because you believe in this more than the reproach that you receive. Because no one wants to be reproached. No one wants to be the laughing stock, man. Okay, but we believe in this more than what your perception than the perception that you have of us, man. We know that's not true. What you're saying, okay? Because eventually things are gonna manifest themselves, and everything's gonna come to light. Who is who and what is what. You know. But I want you to finish that. I'll go down to the bottom on that one.
It says, and partly while she became companions of them that were so used. For ye had compassion of me in my bonds, and took joyfully the spoiling of your goods, knowing in yourselves that ye have in heaven a better and enduring substance.
Yep.
Cast not away therefore your confidence, which have great recompense of reward.
Okay, your confidence is your faith. That's what we have our confidence in, man. That's why we're bold. Okay, we're not out here for. Well, you shouldn't be out here if you don't really have the confidence, man. You don't really believe, or you don't believe in all things, or you know, you have doubt. You shouldn't be out there if you have doubt. Okay, not to say, you know, brothers don't get weak in that, but doubt shouldn't really be a thing. You don't ever doubt the scriptures. I might doubt myself, but I don't ever doubt the scriptures. You know, I don't ever doubt the word. Okay, so brothers shouldn't be out there if they have doubt, really. It's just the same as if you went out, the scripture talks about with those that went out to war, those that were fearful got told to go back. Because you can't have that on the battlefield. Okay, it's better to go back, okay, than to fight and fuck things up for your team, man. Okay, basically. Okay. Yep, continue reading up.
Yeah, I was just getting buffed. Yeah, it says, verse 36, for ye have need of patience, that after ye have done the will of God, ye might receive the promise. For yet a little while, and he that shall come will come, and will not tarry.
Yep.
Now the just shall live by faith, but if any man draw back, my soul shall have no pleasure in him.
Okay, so that goes into, you know, taking your hand off the plow, man. You go back into the world kind of thing, you know, because you lost faith, you lost patience. Okay, so you have need of patience. Patience is a virtue, man, that is, you know, very overlooked. Okay, but if you have faith, you will have patience, man, because you will know that no matter how long it takes, it's worth it. Okay, you know that it's worth it. You know it's going to happen, so you know it's worth it. Okay, and that provides you with patience. Even though brothers get sick and tired of being in this fucking shithole and all this wickedness that goes on around us, man, it ain't worth giving up this truth just to settle for this fucking evil. Because how could you, man? How could you, after being in this truth and knowing this truth, go back into the world which you know is so full of evil? You know, that it don't make sense, man. But some Jake can't bear being down and out, not getting their shine, okay, not being respected by the world. Okay, I don't need no respect from the world. I don't give a shit. You know? Yeah, go on up.
It says, but we are not of them who draw back unto perdition.
Right, so going back into the world is destruction, man. That's why it's a madness. Going back is madness and destruction, man. Okay, because that you sealed your fate. That's what you're gonna receive. Okay, we're meant to fight the good fight of faith, which means you endure hardest as a good soldier, man. So you knowing the prize and everything that's at stake, okay, need to have patience. Okay, but for you to have patience, you need to have faith. Okay, if the Lord has not blessed you with faith, then I'm sorry, you're gonna be out of luck, man. Any brother feel that they're lacking faith, man, needs to pray for it. You know, and be strengthened in that. Okay, but we know what we believe out here, man. Okay, we know what we're doing out here, man. Why we're out here doing it. Okay, and Lord willing, man, we be of the elect, man, and our works and our faith will be rewarded. You know, as long as we endure unto the end.
As it is written.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yep.
But of them that believe to the saving of the soul. Now I've got a precept in James 1 and 3. It says, James 1 and 3. Knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience. But let patience have her perfect work, that ye may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing.
So our faith makes us perfect. You know, believing in the truth makes us perfect. Well, we can't obtain perfection of ourselves. Okay, believing in Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, and that He can heal and He can save and He can bring remissions of sins makes us perfect. Because that was the way that the Heavenly Father set out for us to go through, man. Because we couldn't keep the law. Okay, that's why the law by itself is nothing, man. Okay, because you can't obtain salvation by the law, because you can't keep the law anyway. Okay, so you're always gonna fall short with that. Okay, but having faith in Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai means two things. It means you go up try and uphold everything the Lord stood for, man. Okay, and one of the things the Lord stood for was the law. Okay, so you're gonna try and do both to the best to your max. But if you're only just doing the law and you ain't doing fuck all else, man, that ain't good enough. Okay, because like I said, you can't do it proper anyway. Okay, but we got that grace Yahweh Shai gave to us, man. Okay, through His sacrifice, man. Okay, so we know we're not going to be perfect on this side. We know we're going to fall short, because everybody falls short of the glory. Everyone is falling short of the glory, the Scripture tells you, man. But in our, in our attempt, in our striving for perfection, Scripture tells you to strive for the masteries. Okay, we will be rewarded by our faith. Okay, and the Most High and Yahweh Shai and the Most High gonna make us perfect when the Lord returns, man. Okay, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Matthew 17 points in 20, but I'll start from the 17th verse. Then Yahweh Shai answered and said, O faithless and perverse generation, how long shall I be with you? How long shall I suffer you? Bring him hither to me. And Yahushua rebuked the devil, and he departed out of him. And the child was cured from that very hour. Then came the disciples to Yahushua apart, and said, Why could not we cast him out? And Yahushua said unto them, Because of your unbelief, that doubt. For verily I say unto you, if ye have faith as a grain of mustard seed, ye shall say unto this mountain, Remove hence to yonder, and it shall remove, and nothing shall be impossible unto you. Howbeit this kind goeth not out but by prayer and fasting. So the point,
so you got to pray and fast too, man. Okay, everybody should be praying and fasting, man. Okay, I'll be wanting knowledge I don't pray and fast enough. You'll hear other brothers say that, because we need to do more. But you can only go by the Spirit, how the Spirit moves you to go do those things. But yeah, prayer and fasting is part of this thing too, man. Okay, all of that will strengthen your faith, strengthen the spiritual. Okay, by afflicting the carnal, by afflicting well, you're afflicting your body and you're afflicting your spirit. Okay, but it's the result is the strengthening of your spirit, man. Okay, which enables you to do things on a higher level, man. Over time. Okay, you will be more tuned up. Okay. Something else?
Where was it?
You ain't got it?
52. Yeah, just another example of how faith, I'll read it. Mark 10 and 52. Alright, let me start from 50. Mark 10 and 50. It's always good to read accounts. And he, casting away his garment, rose and came to Yahushua. And Yahushua answered and said unto him, what wilt thou that I should do unto thee? The blind man said unto him, Lord, that I might receive my sight. And Yahushua said unto him, Go thy way, thy faith hath made thee whole. And immediately he received his sight and followed Yahushua in the way. So Yahushua always made examples of to build brothers' faith, you know, and how these accounts strengthen us brothers, you know, in the time that we're in, man, because we look forward to brothers having, you know, the spiritual power to go out and actually do these things, man. All right, because we speak these things into existence, all right, into that they manifest. Why? Because we have faith. We know these accounts, man. We know we believe these things happen, man, through the spirit and power of Yahushua. And Lord willing, some of us brothers are gonna have the power to be able to heal, just as Yahushua gave you know, authority to certain men to go out and do the same, you know. But it takes faith, and that's the key ingredient in which we're going into, man, which is able to make you whole.
I mean, I see a video from a brother from the Dallas camp. Told Apostle Tahar, re-uploaded it as well. My brother is receiving dreams through, you know, avenues and that, about spiritual powers and stuff like that, you know. Hey man, we're heading into that time, man. Things are gonna change drastically in that time, and we're getting it closer to it. And right now, everything kind of seems normal, man. And nothing seems to be on the scale of, you know, the acts of the apostles and stuff like that when they're going around here, and the fame of them went out. Everybody knew them. Not everybody believed the doctrine, but everyone knew them. Okay, and they witnessed things they couldn't explain. Okay, it's gonna get to that time where we're gonna be in that same sort of position, man. Okay, and YouTube ain't gonna show it. Okay, YouTube is not gonna show it, man. As soon as that stuff starts happening, man, YouTube, you won't find the elders and apostles and the brothers out there on YouTube, man. YouTube will shut that shit down. Okay, but people around you in the cities and the towns that you're in or whatever, man, they gonna hear about it. Okay, they gonna spread the word. Okay, and more people are gonna believe for it. Because it's funny, because you know, even the people that witnessed all the healings Yahushua did, the apostles did, not all of them believed, man. You know, and that just shows you, man. How can you see that and not believe?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's because those men weren't chosen. Okay, they were there to remain in darkness, man. They were left to be destroyed, basically. Okay, so the same thing's gonna happen in the near future, man. Okay, brothers, you know, bringing it out, man. They, you know, that time is drawing ever closer. Just like this, everything else is drawing closer, man. We're in the end times. Okay, like I said, Trump's the president of the United States of America. Okay, it has to be the end. You know, but I'm playing still, but you know, like I said, Trump, you know, he's a good catalyst for this, man. You know, good man for the job. Okay, so you know, we hope that he brings things to a head real quick, real soon. Okay, but like I said, all the prophecies are heading in that direction, man, and we're getting closer to it. You know, you're gonna have to have faith in that time. Okay, Robin, get me
well, quick precept for you, but yeah, okay.
Here's a quick one.
Yeah, Ephesians 2:8. It says, "For by grace ye are saved through faith, and that not of yourselves, it is the gift of Yahweh, not of works, lest any man should boast." So faith is a gift, man.
Yep, everyone's given to it in measure, just like talents are given in measure to whoever. You know, we can't give ourselves any more than we've received from Yahushua. Okay, but the important thing is that you have it. Okay, and that you'll use that to the most you can. Okay, don't doubt. Okay, I mean, when you're watching and seeing all these prophecies come to pass, you're watching the news, you're seeing the articles that are coming out. Okay, your faith is supposed to be uplifted and bolstered by all these things, because your spirit is you're witnessing it. You're witnessing prophecy, man, and you're being proven right every day. Okay, the scriptures are proven to be right every day, man. There should be no doubt, no room for doubt, man. You're gonna get assholes talk shit, say it's not, doesn't mean this or doesn't mean that, man, but they're fucking assholes, man. Okay, when like they'll claim all types of shit, you know. But at the end of the day, is what we're teaching coming to pass? Yes, it is. Okay, is what they're saying coming to pass? No, it's not. You know, they're just talking shit. They don't know what's going on. Okay, they don't know the will of the Heavenly Father. Okay. Grab us Romans chapter 13 verse 11, please up.
This is Romans chapter 13 verse 11. It says, and that knowing the time, that now is high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than we believed. Okay,
so like I said, it's real close now. You can taste it. You know. All this time that we've been in the truth, man. Like I said, the things haven't got further away. You know, it's only got closer.
Like the chip.
You know, that wasn't really spoken about when we first come in this thing. Especially when the elders, the apostles were speaking about it. It wasn't even around, kind of thing like that. You know, but now it's here, and now it's mainstream news. It's not even just conspiracy news no more. It's actually mainstream news. Okay, so it's not a fucking, well, it's a conspiracy still, but it's a conspiracy that is actively out there. You know, that is very evident, man. Okay, and now they're talking about chipping people just for work. Okay, so you know, it ain't going away, man. Okay, everything's going where it should be going according to the scriptures. Yeah. Okay, grab us Revelation chapter 2 verse 10 up. You know, so like I said, when you see these things, that's supposed to increase your faith, man. Because we're not in doubt. We like everything is a confirmation for us, man. Okay, so we don't read doubt things like that according to the script, you know, concerning scriptures. You know what I mean? Because the scriptures speak for themselves, man. Okay, and everything is there. Okay, go on up.
Revelations 2 and 10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life.
Okay, so it might be you go to a concentration camp, you know, the chips being waved about in your face for your survival, or what he's telling you anyway. And you gotta make a choice. You have to make a choice, man. Okay, but we're not to fear on those things, man. Okay, we understand where everything is, where everything is happening, why everything's happening, why it's happening, how it's gonna play out. Okay, you just need to make the right decision. That's all that's required of you. You need to have the faith to make the right decision. Okay, because your faith, our faith, is going to be tested in that time. Okay, but at that point you should know. You know, it's like me saying this now, and when it happens to me, I don't believe it no more. But I said it. Like, I knew it was gonna happen. I can't not believe in it. It's true. It's happening. You know, so you have to make that decision, man. And it might be an easy one, might not be an easy one, man. You know, it might take everything you've got to resist. Other brothers be like, just do it. You know, just lock me out, kill me, do whatever, man. You know, it just depends, man. Everyone's test is gonna be slightly different, man. Okay, everyone's brothers got. That's why it says seek ye your own salvation, man. You gotta be sure for yourself. Okay, you gotta be sure for yourself, man.
This is 1 Corinthians 2 and 12. Now we have received not the spirit of the world, but the Spirit which is of God, that we might know the things that are freely given to us of God. And faith is one of those things, which things also we speak